This probably won't come to a surprise for you, but your prospects and your customers are using AI tools to try and find businesses to work with. They're using AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI Gemini to go in, start prompts, have conversations, to understand the problems they're facing, and also look for solutions and vendors to solve those problems. This is the world of AI search or AI visibility. And in previous videos, we talked about ways to raise that AI visibility. But in this video, we're going to talk about how to actually understand if your website is actually getting AI traffic. Because unlike Google search, where you have things like Search Console that you can go in and look at information about keywords and rankings, or on social media platforms where you have analytics, AI is more of a black box. And because there aren't things like distinct queries that you rank for, and it's more contextual based on prompts and conversations, it becomes even harder to understand your AI visibility. But in this video, I'm going to walk through 3 ways where you can peek back behind the curtain and see if you're actually showing up in AI search. If you like today's video, be sure to like it, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss future content. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We personally respond to them and we love talking to you. So before we dive into any one of these in particular, I'll start by saying that even though these give you insights, they're not perfect.
What do you mean by that?
They don't give you the exact information about how you're showing up and how you're ranking, but each one of these tactics will give you a little piece of information that will show you if you're raising your AI visibility and you're showing up in prompts. The goal here is not perfection, it's simply to see how you're doing, track performance, and improve over time. So the very first way is to actually just do test prompts yourself. So you can go into your AI tool of choice. I personally like using Google AI tool. And this is not Gemini, this is Google/AI. This is what shows up at the top of traditional search results pages, and it's Google's more generic AI search engine. But you can certainly use Claude or OpenAI and ChatGPT, whatever you want to use to do these test prompts. Keeping it simple, I always start the test prompts by looking at your brand and your products and trying to understand if you just have general visibility in AI. So for instance, for us, I might go into Google AI and search what is roll-off consulting or who is roll-off consulting. I might do things like go in and ask what is a favorite teacher framework, which is our methodology for doing digital strategy. This will give you a direct understanding of what shows up for your specific brand and your specific products or services. But you also might go in there and do things like search for general topics that are important for you that you want to have visibility for and just see if you show up at all. Again, this is not perfect because there's context of your account and your history and your prompt discussions, so it's not going to be perfect, but at least we'll show you what is showing up. Both in context of the actual responses to see how it frames things about your brand and what's going on, but also maybe other websites that are showing up and other sources at sites that might give you insight into the kind of content that AI actually has visibility for related to those prompts. So the second way is to actually use a marketing SEO AI tool to track your visibility in prompts. Tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs have tools built into them or products built into them that allow you to see how your brand shows up in AI searches and in LLMs. These are slightly more advanced marketing analytics tools that if you're from the world of SEO or digital marketing, you're probably already running these, but for the average person, it's not something you probably have access to. So talk to your in-house digital marketer, talk to your digital marketing agency, or talk to us and we can run these tools for you. But what they do is give you a general sense of the visibility and mentions that your brand and your pages have related to topics and queries in AI tools. Again, the data is not perfect here because it's not really the same one-to-one as SEO keyword tracking because there's so much more context related to prompts that users have to actually get those mentions. But what I found working with clients is that these tools do give you a general idea of if you are mentioned and if you are ranking for certain keywords or certain topics that might show up in AI search. Another benefit of these tools is able to show you what else is showing up and give you content suggestions. So if you want to beef up that content on your website or on your YouTube channel, it will give you suggestions for that too. And again, big caveat, these are not perfect. They're just moving the needle closer and closer to giving you some good insights. And finally, the third way I look at if I'm getting AI traffic is to literally look at my website traffic. So using Google Analytics, I will go in and create a custom report that shows sessions by session source and then only show session sources from referring websites from AI tools. So I know it's a mouthful, but it's actually not that complex to set up. It's one custom report that basically says, show me the traffic from ChatGPT or from Claude or from Gemini. Compile them all together, show me how many sessions I have, and then show me the quality of that traffic. We can put a link down in the description here to a blog post on how to set up that report. This is a great way to see if you're actually getting traffic from LLMs. I personally check this report on a monthly basis for me and our clients to say, okay, are we actually getting visitors from ChatGPT or from Gemini? Which pages are they going to? What content are they consuming?
How did you get here?
And then using that information, we can build out additional content around those topics, as well as go back into those tools like ChatGPT, ask questions and use prompts related to those topics and see if we can actually replicate that and show ourselves as a result there. This is a great way to validate the actual traffic you're getting and the prompts that you're showing up for. Unlike the first two methods, looking at your actual Google Analytics data is objective. It is quantifiable of you saying, this is the amount of visitors I'm getting on my website from AI. And hopefully over time, as you build up more content, you build up that authority online, you expand your reach, you can get more and more quality AI traffic to your website. So hopefully this is a great starting point for you, and you can use some of these tactics to actually see your AI visibility. If you have any questions, drop them below in the comments, and we're here to help.